ride him back. He has been the key.
And I believe Junction City's going to call a timeout to talk things over. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Big 2-point conversion when we come back. This is Junction City football on the Dragon Sports Network via Ustream and 101.5 The Hog. And we are back in Junction City. Timeout on the field. The Hornets of Harmony Grove set to attempt a 2-point conversion that would tie this ball game at 44 apiece. Again, 39 seconds remaining. It looks like both sides are getting ready.
Yep. There ain't no other way to say it. Throw in pivotal and critical. Here we go.
Big 2-point conversion. 44-42 is our score. Bearden, the quarterback. It'll be a direct snap. That'll be Lucas. He's bottled up. Nowhere to go. He's going to try to race toward the left pylon.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to get in.
He got it.
And it is
my
a
God.
tied ball game
Holy
in the
Moses.
Bordertown. 44-all with 39 seconds to play. Stop the presses. This one's far from over.
I fist to say, don't print the headline yet. Good night, Marie. Give the Hornets credit, man.
yes,
Give these
yes.
guys credit. That we talked about it earlier in the third quarter. Let's go ahead and finish this thing because they're not giving up, man. You had a couple of the guys, you saw Falls, I'll get his name right, and Hill. They were going around talking to their teammates, heads up, guys, we're not out of this. We are not out of this. And they were right. They made the plays they had to make.
And they are in better shape than we are.
And they are in better. Yeah, I mean, let's face it. It shows tonight. That is something we've got to work on. And that coaching staff will. But right now, we have got to find out if we can get one more score in 39 seconds. If we don't, we're heading to OT.
Did you go in overtime in non-conference?
Yeah, I would assume we would.
I would hope.
I would hope.
I think the folks that stayed around and got their money's worth for this long, they might as well see a little overtime football.
Well, let me quote Lou Holtz. I hope we do because ended up with a tie is like kissing your sister.
That's it.
I mean, good night. I know this is Arkansas and all, but come on.
39 seconds to play in this one. One timeout for both sides. 44-44 is our score. Junction City at one point led by 18 points. It was actually Camden Harmony Grove that scored first in this one.
Yeah, you're right.
Back and forth affair
That was yesterday,
has,
wasn't it?
has dictated the action here along the Arkansas-Louisiana state line tonight.
Well, here we go.
Gannon Bearden with it teed up. And it'll be a kick down. It'll hit about the 22-yard line, fielded by Haynes at the 18. Nowhere to go. He's wrapped up and tossed. It looked like he
wasn't even running.
It didn't look like he was really running, like he's just worn out. But Junction City with an opportunity here, but you didn't really get good field position on the return, so you feel like you've got to. Well, Coach, what do you feel like you got to do? Do you want to? I mean, I don't know if you. Honestly, I don't know about the overtime. I don't know if they let them play overtime or not, with it being non-conference and not having any holding for the conference championship or anything.
Yeah, there's nothing but bragging rights. But I wanted to say, and that's what I was sitting here thinking, I want to say AAA said you could do that.
You probably can, and like the great Jim Morris said, you play to win the game.
That's it. Amen.
And they'll give to Cook. He's got some running room, lowers his shoulder and barrels over a guy as he gets across the 30-yard line. We're under 30 seconds.
Yeah, Steven ain't calling no time.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, that's what.
Under 20 seconds to play in this one. Clock's under 10. This should be the last play. Just have to hold on to the football. Jakyron Cook bounces around. He's still on his feet. And that'll do it. The
That'll
horn
do
will
it.
sound. And with a timeout on the field, I'll tell you what, season opener, you got some bonus football here to begin the Class 2A Welcome Back Tour. 44 all, we'll step aside for 60 seconds. Junction City Football, Dragon Sports Network, 101.5 The Hog. .44 all here in the season opener, a Class 2A, 3A tilt between Junction City and Camden Harmony Grove. And I mentioned it beforehand, the fine folks on hand here at the Muse tonight definitely got their money's worth.
Yes,
and they're getting some more football because of it. Jack Smith, Cody Atkins out to talk things over with the officials as we're set to begin the overtime period. I'll tell you what, the last couple of football games that have been played here at Paul H. Muse Field, there's been fireworks nonetheless.
And I believe I'm going to go ahead and Coach Meeks is trying to play historian on me and brought up a good point during the break. This is the DSCN's, I believe, first overtime game. And it's the first one I can remember in a while.
When was the last time we went overtime on this field?
Here you go. All right, give me a second here. Let me go back. I want to say 96. I don't remember none before that, do you?
Yeah.
Was there any before that? Or was
Double
it
overtime with Harding.
98?
98.
20 to 4. You're right. You are right. Jeb Huckabee.
Jeb
for the,
Huckabee.
all right, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. I was going 96. I want to say we had a game with Strong that they won it on a field goal, but I couldn't remember who won overtime. But you're right. 98, Harding Academy, second round state playoffs.
Yeah, on a sloppy field.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Still discussing things over with the officials. It'll be interesting to see if they play on just one end of the field or kind of how they do that. Again, unfamiliar with kind of the overtime rules here, folks. So we'll as we start to understand them, we'll lay them out there for you radio listeners. Again, this is the Dragon Sports Network on 101.5 The Hog. We thank you for tuning in tonight, wherever you may be. We take pride in bringing Dragon football to the masses.
From one end of the country to the other. And here we go. They're pointing and talking now.
Yeah.
And
Look like they got on defense first.
that's what I was going to. I knew one thing for sure. We need to find out, if we can play defense first. So we will, and that's good because that dictates what you're going to do.
Yeah. Has Hurst-Captain ever beat Junction since he's been coaching? I don't think he have at Bearden.
I don't think he did at Bearden because Cox, or did he have? Let's see, Cox had him in 10.
Yeah. He was a Hail Mary away from winning.
And he was a Hail Mary away
12.
from beating us in 12. You know what? I don't think he has. So, boy, you got to, good and well deep down inside there, he's like, I got to get these Dragons.
Yeah.
And you know what we're all saying?
Yeah.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
So overtime rules state that the football will be placed from what we're hearing in the public address at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, now I do know that.
It'll be at the 10-yard line. They'll have
four
basically
plays.
just 4 plays. So it'll be goal-to-go opportunity for both teams. As the ball spotted down at the 10-yard line, Camden Harmony Grove on offense first. They break the huddle. And again, no game clock, just the 25-second play clock. Pistol formation. Gannon Bearden, he's the quarterback, takes the snap. He'll throw the spot route. That's Falls. Probably could have been a block in the back.
That's
Falls.
what I thought.
He'll get down inside the 5. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So a 7-yard play on 1st and goal. And that's got Camden Harmony Grove in striking distance here.
And if they're going to let them play then. Because I thought this, I knew we was going to see the flag. But we didn't. $88 points.
2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Pistol formation. There's a wide receiver to each side. Up, back to the left. And they'll look left. Gannon, he'll roll around. He'll toss it out to Falls. He's got the edge.
That's a block in the back.
That's a block in the back.
Yeah.
Here comes a flag.
Right there.
That's
He
a block
dove
in
toward
the
the
But it comes from
pylon.
what?
Pylon's on the ground. No signal. I want to say he stepped out of bounds first, but let's see what the penalty is.
That's a block in the back.
Come from the back, Judge.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's what I say. Come from way back.
It's a good arm.
He did, you know what he does? It looked pretty good. Let's see what they're calling. This is huge.
Block in the back.
Block in the back.
Really only called from that position. I mean, you know, that really only call he can make. That may be a holding.
Well, the play side umpire didn't even throw the flag, and it happened right in front of him.
I said that's what I was, you know, I was like, why ain't he throw it? And then here comes this flag from way back. Thank goodness somebody saw it. So, Harmony Grove regroups and reloads, and here we go.
Those of you just joining us, to say you've missed a bunch would be an understatement. 44 all is our score. This is the first overtime period. The ball is at the 12-yard line following the penalty. It'll remain 2nd down for the Hornets. They'll split the huddle with 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Bearden in the shotgun. Takes the snap. They'll fake it left. They'll look. Plenty of time to throw. He's wide open. Touchdown.
Got it.
Touchdown, and I believe that's going to be, is that Falls along the left side? Not sure. But a touchdown for the Hornets, and it's 50-44. It's their first lead since about 8 minutes to play in the first quarter.
It's like busted coverage again. And it's just,
They're stopping in this.
they're stopping like we're playing zone here, and we're not.
Big 2-point conversion coming up for the Hornets.
Need to stop them here.
They'll keep it in tight. Heavy to the right side of the formation. Shotgun. It'll be a slow read. He'll try to keep it. He'll look for the corner, and he won't get there.
No,
Didn't get
he
there.
did not get it.
Did not get
He
there.
did not get it.
And so that's huge. Junction City will now be on offense. They'll have it from the 10-yard line. They'll have an opportunity to tie this ball game up and potentially win it with a 2-point conversion or an extra point. We haven't seen one kick tonight. Does it get any better than this in the season opener?
No, sir. No, that I have to say. If you just want to watch a football game and be entertained and excitement and all that, we've had it all right here. I mean, this is crazy. I keep looking down at Sean Enos. I'm like, hey, can you believe this? And he's got a look on his face like, no.
Out of the pistol, Rashard. He'll hand off to Jakyron Cook, the bell cow here in the second half. He'll pick up about 3 yards, falls forward. It'll be interesting to see where they spot it. I believe they're going to give him the 6. Be about 4-yard gain.
See where the spot's at.
50-44 is our score. Camden Harmony Grove scoring on a touchdown pass on their first possession of overtime. Now it's Junction City's turn. They're faced with a 2nd down and goal from about the 6.5-yard line along the right hash. Rashard in the pistol. Again, they hand off. Cook right up the middle, leaves his feet, and he's going to be just short of the goal line.
He actually landed on the goal line.
And I believe there's a Hornet shaking up on the field. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is Junction City football. The Dragon Sports Network, 101.5 The Hog. Coming out of the injury timeout, Junction City 3rd and goal from about the half-inch stripe. Richard under center. He'll keep it, and he's in. Touchdown! And we've got a tied ball game in the border town. It's 50 all with an extra point or a 2-point conversion opportunity to win it. Wow.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Good night. That's the first time I've ever seen fifth quarter. If I look at the scoreboard,
yeah.
fifth quarter.
The Dragons will elect to huddle up. Richard talking things over with his head coach. Pats him on the shoulder, sends the sophomore back out. I tell you what, hopefully he'll play a lot of games in his career, but he probably won't forget his first start.
Yeah.
50-50. 2-point conversion to win it for Junction City. They don't get it, we play on.
And now
we've got whistles. And the umpire was signaling, wanted to reset the play clock.
That's what it was,
So
yeah.
Richard in the pistol. He'll give to Jakira
Ball
Cook.
game.
Up the
He's
middle.
in there.
He's in
He's
there.
in
It's
there.
good. Junction City wins it. 52-50 in the opener. And the Dragons are victorious in what has become a barn burner in the border town.
102 points.
Unbelievable.
Well, let me use the term that I guess everybody's kind of, it ain't going to hurt to use it. Instant classic. I know you don't supposed to say that, but my gosh, this is crazy. If you'd have told me we're going to overtime and when it's all said and done, we're going to have 102 points on the board, I'd have told you you've been out in this August sun way too long.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Give Grove credit. Down 32-14.
Yes, sir.
And fight their way back in the game. I like that. They could have said, oh, this is a non-conference game. Oh, we got conference coming up.
Yeah. And we're beat. Let's go to the house. But, man, these guys, we talked about it. I pointed it out to Jacob. Man, they're not giving up.
No.
Some of the guys were talking to each other pretty hard and heavy. Let's don't give up.
Yeah, and as the teams are shaking hands, we'll step aside for 60 seconds. We'll be back with the post-game show. This is Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network and 101.5 The Hog. An emotional one tonight here in the border town. 52-50 is our final. The Dragons on top in overtime. Woo, guys, what do you have to say about that one?
What a way to start the season off.
Well, I'm just not going to give an analysis far. Well, this is what we got to work on. This is what we got to do. Because one thing that stands out, and this is what I love. First things first, Harmony Grove down 18.
Yeah.
Coach Meeks, like you said, give them credit. They fought back.
Yeah.
I mean, they fought, and they knew they had to fight, and they did it. Give Junction City credit. Yeah, we blew the lead. They were on us pretty hard and heavy. They took the lead in overtime. When it was our turn, we got it done. We won the game. One thing about it, Coach Jones can say this. We got plenty to work on. We got plenty to do.
Yes.
And we're going to have an extra day to do it because we don't play Smackover till Saturday night.
Well, folks, we thank you for joining us here on the Dragon Sports Network. For you radio listeners for tuning in for the first time ever, we thank you for being a part of what ended up being a wild one here in the border town. Again, 52-50 is our final score. We're going to take the show on the road next weekend as we travel north into North Union County to take on those battling Bucks from Smackover. It'll be a 7 p.m. kickoff on Saturday, so Junction City will have an extra day to prepare for Smackover. For Wayne Pumphrey, for Gary, any final words, gentlemen?
Yeah, before we go, we need to do a player of the game. Let's just do this, guys. We're going to give it to the whole team.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody did something to help, did what they had to do to get it won. So the player of the game, let's just give it to the entire team. Congratulations on the win.
Yes.
You got it. Definitely a team, a hard-fought victory, and it needed every one of them to pull it out. The final, again, from the border town, Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium, Junction City 52, Camden Harmony Grove 50. The Class 2A Welcome Back Tour for the Dragons begins in grand fashion, and we'll take the show on the road next week at Smackover. Saturday kickoff, 7 p.m. If we don't see you there, tune in. Ustream 101.5 The Hog. For Wayne Pumphrey, for Gary Meeks, for the crew up here on top of the Brewer Emerson Press Box, we thank you for joining us. Have a good night.